Hey y'all, what's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raiders underscore 1995. I'm gonna talk about a couple subjects. In particular, I'm just rolling with whatever. Saturday, early in the morning, got to do a vid. Got to do a prediction video. I'm gonna talk about what's happening in the Raiders' future. And I'm gonna, if there's time, I'll talk about something else. But my prediction for this game, we play the Kansas City Chiefs tomorrow. It's going to be a competitive game. Of course, it's our rivals. I hate our fucking rivals. I hate the Chiefs. I hate the Broncos. And I cannot stand the fucking Chargers. But, I just want to list some players that I respect. Even though you have rivals, you got to respect some of the players on the team. And, me, on the Kansas City offense, I respect Dwayne Bowe. Even though he plays for the Chiefs, I got to admit, man, that motherfucker can catch. And he's just been there for years, and he hasn't left yet. And, I got to respect the fuck out of Dwayne Bowe. I respect Jamal Charles. I'm always scared when we play against Jamal Charles. We could play against any running back in the lead, and I'm not really worried about our defense, except for it's like Adrian Peterson or somebody like that. But if it's Jamal Charles, I'm just scared, man. Jamal Charles, I think he's a beast, man. Runs hard at everything. I wish he wasn't on the Chiefs because we play against him twice. I respect Jamal Charles. I respect Dexter McCluster, too. Dude's pretty good. And everybody on the Kansas City defense, man. I got to admit, man, that defense is fucking amazing. Kansas City, to me, maybe it's because we play them twice a year, but I think without stats included, I think Kansas City has the best defense in the NFL right now. Not the Seahawks or the Broncos or any of those dudes. They're good defenses. I'm not joking that, but to me, I think Kansas City has the best fucking defense. Eric Berry, fucking Houston linebackers, they don't even wear gloves, motherfucker. They tape up their fucking hands. They don't care about that. You could tell somebody loves to hit when they don't fucking care about gloves. It's just like, nigga, let me tape up my fingers and I'm ready to go. Everybody on that defense I respect. Tom Ali, Derek Johnson, just all of them, man. They fucking beast. But yeah, we're playing in Oakland. Kind of iffy about this game. My prediction is probably, it's a good prediction. I see it being 21-31. Kansas City takes it. Like I said, I told you, Raider fans, I really just don't think we're going to win any games after that Jets loss. But hopefully they prove me wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they come out swinging and everything. Rashard Jennings is coming back, so maybe we could have a good game with him. And we're getting some people back in the defense, so hopefully everything turns out to be good, man. So hopefully I'm wrong. So my prediction, 21-31, Kansas City takes it. Not a blowout. I see it being a close game to the fourth quarter. But yeah. Another thing I want to talk about is Charles Woodson says to reporters that he wants to come back to Oakland another year. And I couldn't be any more happy, man. Charles Woodson, he might be old, but he's the best person in our secondary. When you look at DJ Hayden, he's not all the way there yet. Tracy Porter kind of gets burned a lot. Brandon Ross gets burned a lot. Mike Jenkins, he gets burned on occasionally, but it's not all the way. Charles Woodson is the least person that gets burned. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He's a veteran. He loves Oakland Raiders. Wanted to go there, and he wants to retire with the Raiders, man. Now, it's up to Reggie McKenzie if he wants to sign him back or not. I hope Reggie does the right thing. Re-sign this motherfucker, man. He loves Oakland, man. And I know he doesn't want to retire with the Raiders with a I'm just predicting we'll probably have a 4-12 season. I know he doesn't want that. Bring him back next year. Hopefully that's when we get the free agents and the draft picks, and we can start looking like a goddamn team, and we can be competitive and go to the playoffs. So, I'm glad Charles Woodson wants to come back. A lot of fucking players will go like, well, if they want me back, I'll be back. I want to stay here. But they don't really fucking mean it. But Charles Woodson came out and says, I want to come back next year for the Raiders. Hope Reggie McKenzie does the right thing and sign him ASAP after the season ends and everything like that. Love Charles Woodson, man. Love him, love him, love him. And he hasn't even got injured this year, so it's a good dude. So hopefully he comes back for a 17th year to Oakland, and hopefully this next year Oakland Raiders can start getting the shit together. And talk about a third thing. So I talked about the Kansas City prediction game. Charles Woodson wants to come back. And now I want to talk, because I meant to do this video a long ass time ago. Somebody asked me who my favorite player on the Raiders was, and I forgot to do it. So I'm going to do it now, you know. So my favorite player on the Raiders as of right now is not even playing right now. He's not even playing. My favorite player on the Raiders is Tyvon Branch. Let me give y'all a few reasons why he's my favorite player and why I like him so much. Number 33. I remember back when Michael Huff and Tyvon Branch were the safeties, and I would watch these games, and I would get so pissed off at fucking Michael Huff. Michael Huff, he was kind of good in coverage, but this motherfucker cannot tackle for shit. Michael Huff could not tackle for shit. He would arm tackle all the time, and I remember there were so many times where Michael Huff was responsible for the tackle, and Tyvon Branch would come back and hit the motherfucker for him. He was cleaning up his tackles. Tyvon Branch, he's just a hard hitter. The last couple seasons, he's led the league in tackle, the team in tackling in 124, 109, and 104. So, to me, he's not fucking... You can see when Tyvon Branch is running up to somebody, he's not afraid to tackle. He wraps the fuck up. He doesn't stunt. He doesn't stay there. Tyvon Branch just hits the motherfucker, and he's good. And you can believe I was fucking pissed off in the beginning of the season when they told me Tyvon Branch was fucking hurt. And I'm still mad that he ain't out there, man. It's like, I like the defense and everything, but I think it would be a little bit better because Brandon Ross ain't really that good. So hopefully Tyvon Branch could come back. It's my favorite player on the team. You know, he's a beast, man. He's a fucking beast with his tackling. Needs to work on his coverage, but I think if he could do that, he could be a good safety for us. And another reason why I like Tyvon Branch is because when we had players who needed to reduce their contracts and shit like that, and Carson, and, you know, this one we had to let go a lot of motherfuckers. Tyvon Branch, without them asking him, without people, because usually they come up to the player and go like, hey, man, can you restructure your contract? Tyvon Branch wasn't even asked to. He went into the office and tried to restructure his contract so that the Raiders could have a little bit of cap. Now, to me, that means you love the fucking Raiders. That tells me you're not selfish about your fucking money or your pay or none of that. That means you really want to help rebuild the fucking team and you want to see this team do good. So that's why I like Tyvon Branch, because I know he loves the fucking Raiders, because he didn't have to fucking do that. He didn't have to go in there and restructure his contract, or worse, he could ask, can I get the fuck out of here? But Tyvon Branch loves the fucking Raiders and Raider Nation. Restructured his fucking contract. I'm proud of him that he did that. And I was like I said, man, I'm still waiting for him to come back. I think he'll probably be back next week or fucking against the Broncos. But I need to see Tyvon Branch back. I only saw him 2 games. But he's a fucking good player, hard worker, doesn't care about himself, doesn't care about his fucking money all that much. He really believes in the fucking team. And that's why I fucking like Tyvon Branch. And that's why he is my favorite player on this current roster we have. Raider fans, please, please, please comment in the sections who is your favorite player on the Raiders as of right now? Is it Charles Woodson? Is it Darren McFadden? oddly. Is it Rashad Jennings? Is it Lamar Houston? Is it Rod Streeter, Andre Holmes, Marcel Reese? You know, please tell me in the comments, man. I really want to know who y'all favorite players is, because I always wonder who, you know, as Raider fans, who are people's favorite players. And for years it was, everybody would say Darren McFadden. And since Darren McFadden's having a bad season, I'm curious to find out who is y'all favorite player, man. Please let me know in the comments who is y'all favorite player on the current roster we have. If you don't have a favorite player because of how the season turned shitty, I kind of don't blame you. I wouldn't blame you if you just said, I don't like none of these moments. I wouldn't blame you. But to me, Tyvon Branch is my favorite player on the Oakland Raiders as of today. All right, man. Talked about 3 things. Talked about the fucking, what I think about the Kansas City game. Talked about Charles Woodson coming back. And talked about who my favorite player is, man. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, Raiders_1995. If you love the Raiders and you like little recaps and shit about the Raiders, subscribe to me, man. I will not disappoint. All right, man, I'm about to get out this car. It's cold as fuck. And I will do a video tomorrow on the Kansas City game and let y'all know how we do. All right, peace, and I'm out.